Hello and welcome to Golden Wings Angel Card Readings. We are on the very last sign of our love and romance readings, which is Pisces, and this is a reading for August and September 2017, and this is for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, who is already in a committed or coupled relationship. As a special note, I do all of my prayers and asking for my guidance from Spirit off camera, as well as shuffling, so that when I come on camera, I can go straight to your reading for you. So I work with the Archangel Power Tarot, and I pull 3 cards from that by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. I also pull a second row of 3 cards from the Angel Tarot from Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. And then I pull a single card from the Romance Angels Oracle deck. And then I pull 3 separate cards that I'm calling Angel Action cards or Angel Energy cards or Action Energy cards, whatever you'd like to call them. I'll explain them a little bit better as we go. And that is from the Angel Answers, Magical Mermaids and Dolphins, and Magical Messages from the Fairies. So again, this is for a Pisces if you are in a committed or coupled relationship. This is for August and September 2017, and here is your love and romance reading. So on our top row, we have 3 of Michael. On the left, in the middle, we have 13 Peace card, Major Arcana, and right beside it we have Leap of Faith on the far right. The bottom row we have 2 of Air. In the middle we have 6 of Air, and on the far right we have 7 of Fire. Okay. Energy coming from the bottom of the deck that is unseen or that we need to be aware of. We have Ace of Fire and 2 of Gabriel, which is also fire. Okay, so the Ace and the 2 right next to one another, kind of coupled together. So when I pulled your reading, Pisces, and I flipped the cards over here, I got the feeling that, and remember this is a general reading, so this will resonate with some of you and be true, and for some of you this will not be, and so you'll need to take the other portions of the reading that would be true for your situation. But from what I felt immediately was that there was something about your relationship that either hit a rough patch or something that you've recently gone through in your relationship that was a harder, challenging thing for you to go through, Pisces, because the energies that are coming up and the cards that are coming up and the feel of the reading in general is that you've been through something painful, something that hurt you. This could have been an argument. This could have been, it doesn't have to be like a monumental thing. I could be picking up on an argument. I could be picking up on something that was really large, that was crucial to your relationship, that hurt you. And you are in the process of trying to put this back together and seeing where you can go from there. And let's get into why I'm thinking that. So the very first card of the reading here is 3 of Michael. And 3 of Michael is an air card, and it's a card of sadness. It's a card of sadness and a card of loss. Now, it doesn't always mean you've experienced sadness or loss, but it means that that's how you're feeling about a situation. So something that's happening or happened has left you feeling very uncertain with the relationship, sad, regret. Either you or your partner have come to kind of a crossroads, okay? Because down below on that card, this is saying that you need to make a decision, and you've kind of been at a stalemate with making a decision. And this is the card that says it's time to get out of analysis paralysis. But it's riding right underneath this card, which is a card of sorrow. And the only way to heal that sorrow is time. It takes time to heal that. And this card underneath is saying when you've had that time to deal with the fact that somehow or another you got hurt, Pisces, with whatever relationship issues are going on with regards to you and your significant other, and that it's time, you've been contemplating this for a bit here, and it's time to make a decision. And the other thing about that is when you make that decision, the very next card is the Six of Air. And the Six of Air is a card, it's a card of relief after tension. It's a card, it follows all the fives, which are usually change energy and difficult cards. And by you pulling the 6 here, or by the 6 being in this placement, it means that you're sailing to smoother ground, okay? So if you're starting off with the basic premise that there's been some sort of loss, regret, or something you're unhappy about, something that you need to make a decision about, when you make a decision and you come out of this stalemate, the very next card waiting for you is the Six of Air, which is a card that says, on the text, it says, things looking up, the end of a difficult situation. It can even mean taking a trip. Now, this smoother sailing is also coming underneath this major arcana energy, which is some really heavy energy, okay? This energy and this energy go hand in hand, okay? Because this is saying that there's been some sort of change in the relationship, or there needs to be some sort of change in order to begin again, okay? There's been some sort of loss. Something has come into the light that was painful for you to either see, deal with. It's a minor arcana card though, so it didn't have, it doesn't necessarily have to be something catastrophic. This card, however, says, release the past. There's a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Okay, so there's something here that you're still holding on to. And it's keeping you, it's blocking you from either resurrecting this relationship, getting it to go to the next level, or getting over a painful situation that's happened. Okay, it's blocking you from any type of new, fresh energy. That and the fact that you're having trouble making a decision, probably making a decision whether or not you'd like to even try to move past your hurt or whatever's going on in this relationship, okay? But this is a pretty big card, and you need to go inside yourself and really see where you want to go with this. You need to evaluate this relationship, its pros, its cons. Where is it working? Where is it not working? How you got hurt? Is that possible that will come up again, or is it possible that was a one-off, right? And start helping you make this decision. Right underneath this card is this smoother times coming. These cards are coupled together. So that means that as soon as you release this, whatever it is that's bothering you, Pisces, as soon as you release this, as soon as you release this energy, then you have smoother times ahead, okay? And so it's important that you find that release for you, because right after the release is the 0 card, which is fresh, brand new energy, leap of faith. It's a renewal energy. And I'd like to point out here, this is how I see these 2 cards. Oh my goodness, sorry. And as you can see, the gentleman in the leap of faith is looking right at this angel right here. Okay, and this is your new beginning. So as soon as you are able to let go of whatever happened here, whether it was something bigger or smaller and it really hurt you, whatever it was, it really, Pisces, got to you. As soon as you can work through it and release it, give it up to your angels. You can use this time to pray to God, Jesus, Earth Mother, animal spirits, and whatever resonates for you, ask them for help on how to get over and how to get through this so you can give this over to them, okay? Because what's waiting on the other side is a brand new burst of energy, which it looks like you really need, okay? Once this card is dealt with, this is how this reading kind of goes. You have these 2 or 3 cards that are here that are obviously a little challenge energy cards. They're heavier cards, okay? And once you pass this card, everything on the other side below it is 6 of air. Beside it is leap of faith, new beginning. 7 of fire down below is saying to stand your ground. So whatever has gone on, because you're willing to let something go and move through it, does not mean that you're a victim. This does not mean that you're going to stand around and just put up with whatever's hurt you over and over and over again, because this is saying defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, but choose your battles wisely. Okay? If you're about to start on a new journey and you've got smooth sailing, don't fight unless it's an important thing that you really need to clarify, okay? But this is saying to you that once this is done, nobody's saying that you need to be kind of have that victim energy where you're like, okay, never mind, it hurt me, but thingy. You still are there. You still have your voice. And once you deal with that, then you have these 2 cards, which are really nice positive inflow of energy. They're both fire. They're both passion energy. They're the 1 and 2. You have action energy coming to you. This is singular energy, upsurge of energy. This is energy that finds coupledom, right? This is people who share like-minded things. This is getting out in your environment, being active. This is doing things together, right? So you have these 2 things with this new beginning and smooth sailing, or smoother sailing. Once you deal with the fact that something has happened here that caused enough of a hurt that you really are having to go inside and make a decision on how you're going to go forward. Now, from the romance angels, I pulled engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Now, as this reading is for anybody who's in a committed relationship, this can mean that there is an actual engagement that will come from this. So it can mean that once you guys work through this, you and your significant other, and you're able to put down the past, you really are able to have a new start and a new beginning. If you're already married, then, and this has happened within your marriage, then this is a card that's just saying that your love within your marriage is going to go to a new plateau. So it's just saying your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And so even if you're married, you know, we all reach those phases, and then we kind of begin again, and we grow apart and we grow back together and apart and back together. And so this would be the beginning of this reading would show a growing apart, and the ending of this reading would show a growing back together if that's the decision you make and you do the work to really release it, right? You can't say you're done and release it and then still be resentful and bitter and have that, you know, every time you have a fight that comes up, right? You remember that time, right? You need to be able to release that energy so that all of these lovely, wonderful things that you need and deserve, Pisces, will come to you. Soon as you release that energy, this is waiting for you on the other side. A brand new beginning, smoother sailing, action energy for 2 people, and action energy for yourself with a new level of commitment. Okay? Now, the 3 action energy cards that I pulled, basically what I do is I sit down and I say the sign that we're in, which is Pisces and a committed relationship, and I say, could you please help me, guides? And you have your angel guides, your mermaids and dolphins, and your fairy guides. And I say, could you please help Pisces in a committed relationship, if they have any trouble in the months of August and September with regards to love and romance, and they get in a low vibe energy, so let's just say you're having a bad day, you're not feeling love and romance, you're having trouble letting this go, you're still feeling sorrow and regret over something, then I've asked your angels, what is some specific, well, angel guides and your other guides, what is specific energy that you can counteract that low vibe energy with to transform it and really get out of that negative space? And your angels say, be assertive. Be assertive. And that goes right along with this card, which is also saying stand up for yourself. Just pick your battles, okay? Remember to pick wisely. If you're being assertive on every other thing that's going on, a lot of times it loses its importance, doesn't it? If you're picking at everything your partner is doing. But if there's something specific that's done that was hurting you, and you want to go somewhere different, and you're trying to make peace with something that's difficult to make peace with, now's the time to speak up for yourself and be assertive. It's also contemplation time. Now's the time, it says, to spend time alone meditating upon what you truly desire. And that's what your dolphins and mermaids are saying, which goes right along with this card, right? Because unless you know what you really want, it's going to be hard for you to make a decision and move forward, okay? And then your last card of advice is emotional healing. And it says, as your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings of love. So Pisces, look at all these things that are waiting for you. Yes, there's some hard energy here. Yes, obviously you've gone through some loss. There's some loss here. Loss, pain, sorrow, something that happened or is going to happen that is not, what you wanted to happen. But the good news is it's taking you to somewhere new in your relationship. It could be taking you to a higher level of commitment, which is something that's why you've been having trouble. It could be making your marriage grow back together and make it stronger. Either way, it looks like August and September here will be a really good couple of months for you to clear out any old negative energy in your relationship and start anew, okay? And start at a new higher level. And these three cards that I've given you, don't forget that you can come back here anytime you want and have a look at these three cards if you're having a down day. And also, if you know your significant other's sign, go to the YouTube video that I did for your significant other's sign, and look at the three cards that I drew for that sign. And then you'll have 6 cards between you for your relationship that you guys can draw on when times are rough. And also make a specific note of if any of the cards you have in common. So like if I pulled contemplation time for you and your significant other, even though they were in 2 separate readings, then you would know that that is really a big key for your relationship moving forward. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much. It looks like no matter what is going on, it looks like in the end, as you move towards these 2 months, there is so much positive energy coming towards you. So take heart going through anything that's not fun and know that you've got a light at the end of the tunnel there. And also, Pisces, I'll be back in October to do your October, November, and December life purpose and love and romance readings again. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell right beside it so that you automatically get updates if I have them for you. And many blessings to you. Thank you so much.